Well, well, well. Oh, he forgot to turn the sound off on the monitors. That's always helpful. Hi. Deep subject indeed. I was intended to say, well, well, well. As you've heard me mention before, when it gets to the third version of Blue Moon on the overture screen there, I feel really bad. And indeed, here we are, 10 minutes after the hour, before I even start talking. And what can I say? I apologize. It's three holes in the ground. Clever, very, very clever. Ha ha. Um, Gosh, I should probably. Oh my gosh, there's already a crowd here. Well, now I'm even more sorry. Um, uh, Golly, I should probably turn on the bot that says hi to people. Although once I turn that loose, hey, Kev Mikwa. Um, oh, um, oh, you know what? Yeah, Kev, I actually found that. Now I'm not going to remember what I did with it, but I put it someplace really easy to find. That was my first mistake. Because and it wasn't even so much. It was really. It's not so. There's not a rule that says don't do it, but there's like 37 examples of how to make a CTAF traffic call, and they all follow exactly the same format, which is, uh, Danville traffic, Mooney 808 alpha, blah 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 blah, and then you end with Danville, not Danville traffic. But at any rate, Strawn, exactly. Strawn is the. So yes, we are. We not only are we figuratively on the same page, we were literally on the same page. So that's a good thing. Well, let's see. So I do want to say hi to everybody, but I was just, I think, saying before I do, I'm going to go ahead and unleash the greeter bot that also says hi to those who have a welcome sound. Or I guess I've learned the young people today, instead of saying welcome sound, are saying walk on sound, and I don't know. Back in my day, a walk-on was the same as like a cameo. You know how in Alfred Hitchcock's movies he always made a little cameo appearance. That was also called a. Back in those days, that was called a walk-on. Yes, a walk-on. Let's see. I seem to have inadvertently pressed something. Okay, there we go. And what's this up here? No, oh no, oh no, okay, no, we'll come back to that. I can't deal with that now. Um, what was I, oh, soundtrack, look, the bot issued the command, and then the command didn't fire. I wonder what's up with that. That ought to be working. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Pardon me while as long as I'm going to be distracted and not paying attention, I guess you might as well see me being distracted and by a million different things and not paying attention. So, but bear with me one moment, because we tried to teach the bot a new trick and have it just to have it remind you of the giveaway, because I'm really bad at remembering to remind people about the giveaway. And so it was supposed to be doing that automatically, and it just tried, but nothing happened. And that doesn't make any sense. So, here's and thing, and everyone, and no. So I don't know why that didn't work. Hey, Scruffy Tim's here. Hi. Yeah, well, so soundtrack, we'll just have to remember to do that manually for today. Oh yeah. Oh, and so. Uh, Oh, I get it. Oh, I I should have known something was missing, and it's this. I am not getting warnings about what's going on, or I'm not even aware of what's going on audibly in the chat because I'm deaf. It's I got to tell you, this is emblematic of how the day has gone, and probably how this stream is going to go. Um, so my guess is that the bot has been playing welcome sounds that I was unaware of. I'm glad I didn't spend 10 minutes troubleshooting why there were no welcome sounds when the answer was that there were. At least I think there were. Soundtrack, did I miss everybody's welcome sound so far? I'm just gonna go back and, oh dear Lord, please pardon my unpreparedness for today. Scruffy, unless the house catches fire and burns to the ground, it would have to go better than you're approaching. I kid because I love. It seemed like a perfectly fine approach to me. It was 156 feet a minute on the landing. I mean it was fine. Yes. Oh, great. So the greeter bot played everybody's sound, and with the sounds came the buzzing. Was the buzzing there before the bot started playing the sounds, or did they like happen at the same time? And have they gone away since then? And I'm not hearing anything. Well, okay, yeah, no, I guess there's not anything that I would be hearing, except where is my? Oh, okay. Now I see what's going on. It's gonna be an interesting day because I just seem to have. I don't know what it is. I got plenty of sleep the last several nights, and I've been eating right and generally feel pretty good. It's just that today I can't seem to focus on anything or do anything. Hey, Mr. 26PT2 made it into the stream. I ran into, I'm going to assume that the MR is Mr. and say ran into him. Was that in Scruffy Tam's stream this morning or Arch NDA's? At any rate, ran into Mr. 26 somewhere who said they were hoping to drop by today due to being off work. So we're happy to see you here and welcome on in, Mr. 26PT. And so probably before I do anything else, I need to go back and say hi to everybody that I've missed. I know Kev Mikwa. I know we said hi. Cold Nebo's here. And we did the shout out here. Oh, Jumperman's here. Hi, Jumperman. Welcome on in. And Drygun, good to see you. Welcome, Pezzy. Always a pleasure. Hello. And let's see, who else have I missed? Oh, Scruffy Tam just came in. Oh, Shadow Wolf is here. Welcome. Hi. Good to see you. Or good to have you see me. I don't know. That's weird. And let's see. Did I miss it? Oh, Fallen Up is here. My gosh. All the cool kids are here today. That's oh, Sim Mr. Egan. Hi. Golly gee. Keen Amateur. Wow, is there anybody who's not here? I guess that's going to be the easier question to answer. Replica Gaming. Hi, welcome on in. And did I miss? Okay, so along with oh dear Lord. Hi, Dorothy. Dot. Good to have you here. I think I just as a Republic Gaming. Hi. Good to have you here. Welcome on in. Did I just say hi, Stick Figure? I think I did. I'm a complete basket case today. And KW for Life. Hi. Welcome. Good to see you as well. So, along with because of not having the thing in the ear and not hearing alerts, I also missed the fact that Spundot resubscribed 4 months in a row. Thank you so much, Spundot. It means the absolute world to me that people are investing that $5 a month in. It's just it really does mean the world to me. I don't want to belabor it, but I mean, on the one hand, maybe $5 doesn't seem like a lot, but on the other hand, it's just, the number of people who are to me, it's, I don't know, it's like a statement of faith that there will be at least $5 worth of entertainment coming in the next month, and I feel a little bit bad about today in the respect that I really actually do put some time and effort into ahead of time, having a plan and at least some idea about content and doing something that might be entertaining. And today, that just didn't happen at all. I probably should have spent yesterday doing my responsible adult impersonation and doing things that a grown-up would do, like preparing for today's stream. But instead, I was just having so much fun that I couldn't stop. It's I think a lot of you know. Oh yeah, 4198 exactly. Many or most of you know that before last summer, I had a long time interest in video production, but just had never had the equipment or the what. At any rate, I had never done it, and so I tried my hand at making a video, and it was fun, and the first one wasn't that bad, and so I've been making them on a fairly regular basis since then, and getting a little bit quicker and learning new techniques with each new one that I do, and it's just every time I get into one. I just completely have a blast. And so, like, yesterday I just sitting in this very chair and just having so much time, so much fun gathering resources and then piecing things together and building it. When I looked up at the clock, I had been here for 12 hours and just having the time of my life, and then I guess we're not preparing for tomorrow's stream today, are we? So at any rate, what camera am I using for streaming? It's you're a videographer, cool. Yeah, so I've got the two webcams that I'm using for streaming, and they're both they're why do you ask? That's before I answer that question, I want to know why you're asking. If it's because the cams look really crappy, you'll get one answer, and if it's because they look astonishingly good, you'll get a different answer. So, so anyway, yeah. So my apologies for not having a shooting video. Oh, I don't shoot video at all. Sorry, my use of the phrase video production was probably far too broad. Video editing, I guess, or compilation. And I'm talking about the sort of videos that I've been doing for the occasional Sunday on the Sim Caesar channel. Shooting video doesn't seem to call to me in any particular way. Whereas it's largely, I guess, the comedy aspect of things that you can do with a Logitech 920C, old but pretty good. You're okay. Okay, so Kev, you were asking about the So no, I don't use the camera microphone because I think I don't. I got a beginner's or starter condenser studio mic that was on. I researched mics, and there was a cluster on Amazon. At any rate, there are kind of like price group clusters. So there was like a cluster around $20, and I thought, okay, I'm not even going to bother looking at those. And then there was another cluster around $50, and I thought that's kind of in my price range. And then it jumped up to about the $100 to $150 range, where there was a small cluster, and then from there they went up to like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a microphone. Right. So yeah, I think it was like around $50 or $60 for like I said, a beginner's starter studio condenser mic kind of thing. So not the mics that are on the cameras, and the face cam it either came free with something or was, like a $20 thing at Best Buy or something. I think the brand name is We Meat. Uh, I'm assuming it was one of those cheapy things that flooded the market when the pandemic started and everybody started doing Zoom meetings to work from home. But I don't want to completely lose the thread of the chat here. And there seems to be a highly detailed discussion about the FAR aim and the regs on CTAF calls. Right. Okay, good. No new developments in the interpretation of the FAR aims that I missed there. So what was I? Right. So making those fun videos for Sim Caesar's stream on Sundays with the fly-alongs. I it's I haven't had so much fun in years. Now this coming Sunday, I can neither confirm nor deny. Oh, and let's see. Actually, speaking of this coming Sunday, where is that? It's over here somewhere. Oh, come on. Oh, there it is. Yes. So this coming Sunday, March 26th at 1 p.m. Pacific, it's Sim Caesar's Peter Mooney's World Tour on the Sim Caesar channel. You definitely don't want to miss it. 3 big fly-alongs in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You don't, and it's welcome. Everybody's welcome. As long as you have a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can come and fly along. The Xbox version works. The PC version works. Can be the Microsoft Store or the Steam version. You can have the standard edition, the deluxe edition, the premium edition, the premium deluxe edition, the super uber double plus good premium deluxe edition. Doesn't matter. We don't do any ATC, no VATSIM, no Pilot Edge. It's just a bunch of us who get together every Sunday afternoon or evening or night or morning, depending on which part of the world you're in, to have a grand old time flying along for, what does it say there? Exciting exciting globe-spanning thrills. Yes. And we do often span the globe, and sometimes it's all fairly local, but I can tell you, while I can neither confirm nor deny that there will be multimedia presentations, I can give you a sneak peek to let you know that this coming Sunday we will be spanning not only the globe in space, we will also be spanning time. So there's my teaser for that. And then I should figure out how to get the nice guy from 1934 singing from the grave to go away. Yep, there we go. Yes. So, let's see. Oh, Kev Mikwa. You really? Oh, Tesla rules. Hi, welcome on in. Good to see you. Hey. So you've deleted Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's okay. Well, all right. Are you going to put it back, or are you really just done with it for forever? That's an interesting choice. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Where are we and what are we doing? I think I said hi to everybody, although sorry, Tesla Rules, I didn't see you slip in there. If I've missed anybody else. Oh, Kevo Zenji's here. Hi. Good to see you. Welcome to my disorganized cluster. Other than yeah. So Wings IFR number 9. That's what the stream title says we're doing today. We shall see. For anybody who hasn't been here before, what we've been doing for the last few months, and we'll likely be doing for the next few months, is the Boston VATSIM Group's series of challenge flights. They're sort of similar to the Pilot Edge, CAT ratings, and I ratings, if you're familiar with those. It's a series of 30 challenge flights. The first 6 were VFR, and then there are 24 IFR flights for a total of 30. And we passed the 6 VFR flights, and we have successfully completed the first 8 of the IFR flights, meaning the next challenge is IFR number 9. And huh. So when we started all this, I hooked up with a Boston VATSIM controller who streams under the name of Crafty Aviation, and we agreed that we would both stream on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Him streaming his VATSIM scope while I'm streaming, the airplane, so that people can, if they like, have 2 tabs open and watch the flight from both the controller's perspective and the pilot's perspective. Because we thought that would be cool, and so we decided to call it VATSIM Training Tuesdays, and that's been going great for several months now. Unfortunately, Crafty has the week off. So yes, thank you, Soundtrack. So there's the info for the BVA for short, Boston Virtual ARTCC, and also a link for Crafty Aviation's channel there. And yeah, so Crafty is not going to be on today. Otherwise, he would already be there. And when on the Tuesdays when we have our appointment, my agreement is to do everything possible to be in the air within an hour. And as those of you who are here regularly know, sometimes that happens and sometimes it doesn't. We're not going to be in the air. Well, I don't know. Well, we might be. So the bottom line is we don't have our regular Tuesday VATSIM coverage, but it's entirely possible that somebody will log on and open Boston Center while we're streaming. And if they do, we will probably try the IFR number 9 flight. But I think between now and then, at the end of the stream on Thursday, after we passed the IFR number 8, we did some looking ahead and planning for this IFR 9 flight, and the 2 new elements that are introduced in number 9. One is ODP, the obstacle departure procedure, and I think I have a reasonably fair grasp of that and how to read the plate and follow the instructions on that. But then it's on the arrival end of flight number 9 is a circle to land, and which I've never done before, and frankly, I'm terrified. But Tesla rules me. If you can stick around until we get to the circle to land, perhaps you can give me some pointers. I kid because I love. So I think the thing to do is probably hop into the airplane, put a flight plan together, and then maybe just try flying the ODP and see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, maybe just kind of try doing the ODP till we get it right, and then sort of move on. Probably skip the main part of the flight because there's really nothing going on but about an hour of cruise. So then skip ahead to the end of the flight and just see if I can make some progress in figuring out this whole circle to land thing and what the procedures really require. Tesla rules. My apologies for the ad. As I explain when the subject comes up, I have done everything that Twitch will allow me to do as a streamer to turn them off. So what the interruptions you're getting from ads are Twitch's minimum allowable. If there were, and I think I mentioned last week, last month my Twitch ad revenue from the previous month's ads was $2, and if I could spend that $2 on you not having to see ads, I would, in a heartbeat, I would be delighted to turn that off. small. Getting a little milsim. Jumper Man. Oh, Jumper Man. Thank you for turning off Tesla Rules' ads. That's really great. Congrats, Chevy. I love it when a complaint pays off. That's as sweet as it gets. What's a milsim? The milsim in VATSIM and PC is vanishingly small. Huh. The backdoor that allows you. Oh, you're talking about DCS. Fine. That doesn't involve. Oh, okay. Well, Tesla Rules. Thank you for coming by. Lovely to see you. Please do stop in anytime at all. Happy to have you here. And I may be DMing you with questions about Circle to Land because I can't figure it out at all. Let's see. So let's see, what are we going to do next? Why is that over there? I don't know. Again, I just seem to be a MilSim. That's the military simulator. Am I right? Wow. Hey. Oh, Mr. Egan. All right. Did I miss it or did the activity feed miss it? I don't know. Wait. I think I used that thing in the chat that's supposed to make the colors more readable, but there's a dark blue that it uses that makes it completely unreadable. And Tesla Rules and Sim Mr. Egan are both dark blue for me and virtually indistinguishable. So I'm having some confusion between who's saying they're confused and who subscribed. I wonder if sometimes that Prime resub. Like if it was a month ago and you first time subscribed with Prime, but it was like at 5 p.m., it will allow you this month to renew your sub like at 3:30 p.m., but it doesn't actually recognize it until 5 p.m. rolls around. So I think like at 5 p.m. we may get an activity, like an alert notice that you've resubscribed. So, but let's see. Can I? Oh no, I don't think I have a way to play the "How Sweet It Is" thing easily. But thank you, Sim Mr. Egan. Thank you so much for resubscribing, and thank you for using your Prime sub here. I appreciate that. It was a giveaway before, and now you're changing it over to your Prime sub. But I mean, I think it's the same. Well, I don't know. There's some wonky timing thing where once in a while, and it seems to me like it's always with a Prime sub, that it doesn't fire the notice until later, until like after the fact. Okay. Wait. Chevy, are you still here? Did I miss something in the chat? I thought you were going because you were going. Did I now I'm completely lost. And what did Kev just said something about it. Hi, Jeffrey. Welcome on in. Good to see you. You're just in time for what hopefully will be the end of my delaying tactics. Not really, but I mean, not really the end. Not really that I've been delaying. Oh, Chevy, I'm glad you're still here. Are we good? I don't. There seemed to be indication in chat that there was some misunderstanding. I hope not. I'm always happy to see you and happy to have you here anytime that you're available and have nothing better to do, which is difficult to imagine, but okay. So let's, what are you seeing on the screen there? Yeah, you're just seeing the simulator. Why don't we go ahead and jump on in there and get into the airplane and see if we can't come up with something at least vaguely more interesting than me just sitting here prattling on. Where are we gonna? I guess so. This is if we're gonna do this, we might as well go to the airport where the flight with the IFR number 9 starts from, which is Laconia. And we don't know what runway we're gonna get, but we'll just start somewhere in the middle of the field. That ought to be fine. All right. Oh yeah, with the ad interruption. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Excellent. Uh oh, soundtrack, is it? I should look at that list, shouldn't I? Was that a points redeem? And I missed that, or did we just agree to add it? I don't know. Oh, look at that pretty airplane with the pretty sunset. Oh, look, a plane. It's yeah. Okay. It's a points redeem. Wow. Okay. Somehow I don't know how I missed that, but if it's on the list, then that's good. That's where it should be, and I will definitely take a look at that right after the stream. So Jeffrey, sorry, I'll fix that. DCS is free. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I won't rule it out. I spent so much of my life being an automatic no to so many things that as I get older, and since my time growing short, I am trying to say yes to more and more. So we'll see. Okay. Okay, good. Thanks, Jeffrey. Um. All right. So, shall we take a look at? Let's take a look at. Huh, not that. Why would that be on there when uh, I am definitely missing something? Oh, because that's interesting. What about this? That's also that. Very interesting. Okay. Well, give me one moment. I added that's so while I find the right window here, the bit of news associated with what you are seeing there is that, oh, come on. I broke down and got a Navigraph subscription. Um, and so that's what you're looking at there. It's not. What on earth? It will not let me edit the properties of this scene. Um, huh. And it isn't that. Let's see. What happens if if I go there? What happens if I close this? Does it just disappear altogether? It does. And then what happens with it closed, will it let me? Oh, there's something. Oh, I get it. I was on the, aha. So, sorry for the delay. I'll be with you momentarily. Um, I can't show you my browser. I used I used the scene with the browser to set up. Um, so I took the scene that has the browser in it and duplicated that just because that was the easy way to set up the scene with the Navigraph view. Um, but somehow it changed the original as well. So I will have that back momentarily. Let's see. This okay. If we go here, aha. Now I think we're good to go. Again, my apologies. So, is that? Yes, that's now over there. And looks like we could even do a little of that to make it a little easier for you to see. Excellent. So here's our Wings IFR number 9. Let me bring it over here where it'll be a little easier for me to see. Departing Laconia and going to Saratoga. And as I mentioned, we're going to be departing Laconia, flying the obstacle departure procedure, which is at least some probably old version of it is copied here. And then when we get to Saratoga, we're going to there's a course reversal and then a circle to land. And I would like I said at the top, I would feel a lot better about all of this had I actually spent yesterday preparing, but I didn't. So why don't we get the airplane running, and then we will. Oh boy. Get the airplane running, and then we will sort out our flight plan once we're burning gas, because isn't that always fun? Let's see. Yep, I forgot to manually start the TDS, which I'm still having to do. I'm hoping when the new when the new computer gets here, which could be as early as maybe another week, hoping that with a brand new virginal fresh install of the simulator and of each of the airplanes and of the TDS, hoping that maybe the TDS will automatically launch once again when the simulator starts, because they have not been able to figure out how to make that happen. Boom, boom, here, there, that looks good. Okay, let's see. Make sure we've got yeah, Jeffrey. I know that I will. I've seen enough of other folks using it in their streams to know that I will love it, and I'm having a little bit of blue skies smiling on me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Welcome on in, Vega Blue Sky. Good to have you here. We're just about to crank up the Mooney here and do an ODP and then a circle to land in preparation for Wings IFR number 9. We'll see if we get anybody covering Boston Center today, but it's not likely. But it could happen. Stranger things have. So we're fueled up, and we might as well do our hey, oh yeah, I didn't even mention. Yeah, so in addition to being completely unprepared in terms of content for today's stream, I also didn't find the time to prepare in terms of hygiene for today's stream. But you can't smell me, but you can see my hair if not for the hat. So that's why the hat. But yes. Oh heavens, hang on. Okay, sorry. Hope to see you back after the after the work thing. Where were we? Yeah, we were ready for our before start checklist. So controls, free and correct. Let's see. Yes, and yes, that looks good. Flaps are up. Excellent. Trim, yeah, that's gonna usually likes to be about 3 or 4 clicks up from where it defaults to. Speed brakes retracted. Indeed they are. Parking brake Let's see. It hides all the way down here, and it's never synced when we first load into the sim, as are none of these. But okay, so that's all synced now. Hey, Io Scotsman is here. Welcome. Good to see you. Where are you? Parking brake on, fuel selector, side per clock. It's, we might as well go on over to the right side of the clock here because it's only moments away from there. Mixture, idle cutoff, yes. Altimeter. There we go. Very nice. Boom, 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 boom. Master off, alternator off, avionics off. Switches off. Down here, are the switches off? Up here, yes, everything is off. Breakers not modeled by Carinado. Gear down. Check. Okay. So we can move along to the engine start checklist. Throttle full open. Mixture rich. Master on. Alternator on. Master caution can come off. And enunciator test. Oh, aren't they well spoken? Yes, they enunciate quite beautifully. Beacon on. Oh, oops. Oh, that's so so all the light switches were also not synced up because they were off in the sim when we looked, but in fact, on the alpha they were all on. So is that now wait, is everything? Okay. So that is, yes, that's everything off but the beacon. Lovely. Okay. Beacon on, fuel pump on, and throttle back to idle. Clear prop. Oh, is that Drygon? Oh, I bet I have name tags off because of what I was doing last. Hey, it is Drygon. Welcome, welcome aboard. Welcome to Laconia. Happy to have you here. Not sure we'll be flying anywhere today, but we will. I'm happy for the company, and I'll probably be joining you in the air before too long. I hope. We'll see how that goes. Okay. So clear prop and mags start. Oh, it roars right to life there, and I'm not hearing anything. Are you? Let's make sure our oil pressure's in the green before I go trying to chase down audio problems. Aha! Well, the simulator audio being muted would explain why I'm not hearing it and why you're not hearing it. Okay, I think that's better. I wasn't hearing. Yes, so there's. Oh, that's interesting. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Well, so in case you're now wondering whether or not I successfully installed the Sim Update 12, the answer to that would be yes. And apparently, Sim Update 12 has learned a new trick or two. Oh, so it's not something outside. It's someone who has spawned on top of me, or in fact, inside of me. Oh, look, it's somebody with a nice big airplane too. Huh. That's an interesting fact. Huh. Well, ooh, yes, whoever is inside me has a very big airplane. I would say, yeah, there's my tail. I recognize my own tail. I don't know whose tail this is. Here, let's see. Oh, and it's not gonna let me go up from there. Or is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Goodness gracious. Uh-huh. Fascinating. So, let's go back to here. Alrighty then. Steve Areno, hi. Nice to make your acquaintance. I'm usually I make a guy buy me dinner first, but you know. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know soundtrack. Oh, but it is, so I don't know who Steve is, but if he can afford a Bonanza, he's definitely on my short list. Although again, you would think, wouldn't you, that dinner, at least, I mean, maybe dinner and a movie, but yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna suppose we could just oh, Steve Areno has popped out of existence. That's probably just as well. Nope, he's back. He's gone. He's back. Maybe he's gonna respawn somewhere else, because that's certainly what I was about to do. I was just gonna move over a spot, but it would appear that's not necessary. Ooh, there's Dragon doing some pattern work. And B35, that's the V-tail, is that right? I think. All right. Hi, Dragon. Sorry, we'll get back to the oh yeah, we were doing the we were about to do the after start checklist, weren't we? So throttle 800 is fine, oil pressure's in the green, oil temp will come up in time, volt ammeter, I just matter. No, we're charging the battery here, so that looks good. Volt ammeter suction, we've got 4.3 inches of suction, which doesn't sound like a lot of suction, but it's obviously adequate because our instrument has become erect, and that means we can turn the fuel pump off. Fuel pump, engine, instruments all look where we would expect them to. Fuel flow. Why are we only 600 RPMs, but we're burning 2 gallons an hour? That seems a little weird. Oh, we don't have the prop full forward. That's part of what that's about. But let's see here. Huh. Something is very strange. At least, okay, here we go. This is starting to look a little more normal. I could never figure out why this item was on the checklist, but that would explain it right there, because if you've got a lever that's not where it's supposed to be, your engine instruments are going to read a little differently. Convicted Soul, hey, welcome on in. Good to have you here. Engine start, after start, fuel indicators, avionics master on, there we go, and transponder standby. So here we are. It fired up today. That's a good sign. Alrighty. Well, we might as well at least put our arrival in here, which is 5-2 Bravo. Is that right? Oh wait, no, it's 5 Bravo 2. Is that right? It's something that starts with a 5 and has a Saratoga. There we go. Alrighty. So I think we're probably going to have some waypoints in between there, but we haven't done our flight plan yet. But that's at least a beginning and ending point to start with. Okay, so that's the after start check. So before taxi is next. So let's, as I said, figure out a plan. For those of you just coming in, we are doing the Boston VATSIM Group's Wings Challenge Flight program, and we are on our next, we have completed VFR 1 through 6 and IFR 1 through 8, and so our next challenge is IFR number 9. which is a flight from Laconia to Saratoga, and the new elements. Each new flight in the series of 30 flights introduces some new element for you to, if not master, at least gain some experience with. The goal of the program, should you complete all 30 flights, is to have you come out the far end essentially prepared to deal with any instruction that any VATSIM controller might give you in any situation. So that's certainly the goal we're working toward. Again, if we haven't met, I got my private pilot license, single engine land, in real life about 20 years ago, flew for about 5 years, then things changed and I haven't flown IRL for about 15 years. Just got into Microsoft Flight Simulator, well, not quite a year and a half ago, and basically spent a year plus just having fun, mainly flying third person with that overlay HUD and enjoying the scenery. And then a few months ago, I decided that if I was ever going to attain my goal of learning instrument flight, that perhaps a good way to do that would be to box myself in with a structure. So I started streaming twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays and doing these Boston Wings program flights. So I now have no choice but to learn at least some of the basics of instrument flying. So, as I said, this is today's challenge. And also, if you just came in, we normally have ATC coverage on VATSIM on Boston Center on Tuesday afternoons, but the guy who does that regularly on Tuesdays has the week off. And so we might get Boston Center coverage at some point, and if we do, and if we have done anything like preparation for for this flight, maybe we will try IFR number 9 today. If not, we'll try it on Thursday. So again, my apologies for not having gone over this before the stream, but you're welcome to join me in at least a quick review of flying this ODP, because that's so I think that was all a digression from saying the two new elements introduced in today's flight are obstacle departure procedures, the ODP, and then on arrival doing a circle to land. So let's look at the ODP. You down with ODP? I can't. That joke will just never get old for me. Let's see. To find the ODP. Yeah. So let's pull up. We'll get it from SkyVector. So let's we can, if I put my and yeah, I know I said I've got Navigraph charts, and well, so you know what? Let's actually look at Navigraph, because there's no time like the present, right? I have got to bear with me one sec. Oh, it's right there. Well, that's so I don't have to go hunting for it. And I think because I closed Navigraph charts, wait a minute. What the heck? Oh, I get what's going on here. Oh boy. Okay. We'll that's I'm not going to try and fix that now. We'll stick with what we're familiar with for today, and I'll have that fixed for Thursday. So Laconia to, he's already forgotten, 5 Bravo 2 or 5-2 Bravo? 5 Bravo 2, I think. Saratoga, yes. So Laconia, and that's interesting. I see approaches, but not an ODP. That's right, because it's not a plate. It's in that, oh dear Lord. Oh, hey, Howie Itzer, welcome on in. Good to see you. Type exclamation point ticket to get a ticket for the giveaway. And yes, soundtrack. Thank you for reminding me, because it didn't jog my memory when Jeffrey B came in, but we are. So the giveaway announcement there says we're giving away 1 sub, and we are giving away one sub, but we're also giving away a second free sub today, courtesy of Jeffrey B. So thank you, Jeffrey B, for donating that free subscription. And so in in both cases, if you are a winner, you will receive a free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. If you're a winner and you're already subscribed to the Peter Mooney channel, I will give you a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. So there's that business out of the way. Have I reminded everyone recently? No, I'm not going to take the time. That's just too... Sorry. I got to get better with just quickly switching between scenes. But so the obstacle departure procedure, I forgot. So it's entirely new to me, and I forgot that does SkyVector? Let's see. If I actually go to the airport page itself in SkyVector, does that have a place for me to? Hello. Oh, there it is. Does that have a place for me to download the? No, those are approaches. That's weather minimums, which won't help. So no, there's no. So apparently AirNav gives you links to the ODPs, and SkyVector doesn't. But are we going to go to? Let's see. What did they give us here? Oh, that's just an image. Okay. Okay, fine. We'll go to AirNav. I know there's an easy way to pull up this list. Oh, in fact, yeah, I know where I have a link to it. Jeffrey B. Wait, resubscribing. Wait a minute. Well, first of all, thank you, but I kind of thought that whole. Okay, thank you. Yes, I've now realized the important message is thank you, and thank you for sponsoring a gift subscription for the giveaway later in the. So if we go to LCI here, yep, and then according to them, they're up in Boston. There's going to be a link for the ODP here. Okay, hey, special takeoff minimums. So maybe that was linked in. No, maybe not. Well, at any rate, let's see what this is. Here we go. Come on. Well, I don't think you can read that. I certainly can't. What did we do? Yes. Okay. So here's our thing, and then hopefully we can get a find in page type of function, because I think this is, yep, everything in the region that has an ODP, but then isn't there a... Yeah, so I think if we look for Laconia... Here we go. So this may well be what was just pictured in the Boston VATSIM group's materials for the flight, but I've found plenty of those that are out of date, and this is dated... this is current. This is date stamped with currency. So this is indeed what we want. And what does it say? Let's see. There you go. Now you get all that on screen. So, let's see. Pardon me with it. Hey, Cyan is here. Welcome. Good to see you. I've been remiss in paying attention to chat, and if I've missed saying hi, I apologize. But Cyan, it's great seeing you here. And I don't think I missed anybody else or anything crucial. If there's anything crucial that I missed, Soundtrack, yell at me. Okay, so our obstacle departure procedure for Laconia. Let's see. Amended in May of 2009. Takeoff minimums. So we got 2 runways, 8 and 26. And the minimums are different depending on which way you're going. So this tells me, my guess would be, let's see, that if we're taking off to the east on runway 8, I'm guessing there's terrain. in that direction because we need greater visibility and a steeper climb gradient, and we need to climb higher. As opposed to if we're taking off to the west on 2.6, we can do it in half the visibility with only 2/3 of the climb and only climbing to about 2/3 of the. So that's weather minimums for takeoff, and then when we actually depart, what we're going to do. Again, if we're taking off to the east, we have to climb up to 2,500. Well, we're going to climb to 2,500 in either case. And we're going to fly to let's see, hang on. That's 2,500 via heading 079. And so I guess it's both of these things are true at once, that we're flying in the heading of 079, and we're also on the 315 radial of the ENE VOR. And so we fly toward the VOR until we're at 3,500, and then once we're that high, we're safe to turn and proceed on course in any direction. Again, whereas if we're going to the west, we're free of any obstacles and can turn any way we want to go at 2,500. So. Then there's copious notes. Before we go find out all about those, maybe I'm just going to take a quick look at the weather. We can do that here because we don't need this anymore. METAR, KLCI. What do we got going there? This will be too small for you to read. Sorry. So much room for improvement on the visual presentation on this screen. What we got is winds at 260, 10 gusting to 16. Okay. Plenty of visibility. 10 miles, broken 7,500. So that's all good. So 260 at 10, gusting to 16, tells me we are definitely going to be taking off 26. Which is the not terrainy side of the field. So things to be aware of, though: trees and an antenna, 123 feet from the departure end of the runway, and only 42 feet left of center line. So we don't have to worry about like a right crosswind blowing us to the left and into that antenna. So that's good. And let's see, up to 84 feet AGL. So there's this tree, there are trees and this antenna on a tower to worry about, but looking like it's unlikely to be an issue for us. Then there are further trees up to 93 feet AGL, but 2,000 feet from the end of the runway and 600 right of center line. So none of this looks terribly worrying down here. But so I think the main thing to take away from here is we are going to climb on a heading of 264 to 2,500 before we do anything else. So as I suspected, there's not a lot of really terrifying stuff going on here in the ODP in this case. And we've, I guess, importantly, learned at least one way to find them, although I think I found a quick link elsewhere last week. So that's the ODP part, and they've got a lot of other things they probably actually told us everything we just found there, but I like finding it myself. So then they do bring up a point. So we looked at this last Thursday when we were taking a look ahead at this flight, that in addition to airways having minimum en route altitudes, meaning that you're going to be safe with clearance from any obstacles at that altitude, like here's a 5,000 MEA, 5,000 foot minimum en route altitude here on Victor 496. But there's also, and I didn't know this until I read the materials for this lesson, there's also something called an OROCA, which functions the same way as the minimum safe altitudes on the VFR chart, So this big 7, little 1 here is telling us that in this rectangular block of this low altitude en route chart, that within that rectangular block, as long as you're at or above 7,100, you'll be free from any obstacles. And it tells us even what OROCA stands for. Yes, off-route obstruction clearance altitude. So if you're on a route, the route gives you an MEA. If you're not on a route, if you're off-route, then this number gives you an off-route altitude, minimum altitude to be clear of obstacles. So there's that. And then let's see. And let's actually take a look at the, do I have this chart up? Yes. So here we are. And here's our route of flight. I don't remember if we're going to be adding a waypoint or not. We're about to look at that. But if we just do the flight direct, then in this rectangle over here, we need 6,200, and this one 6,500, and then this one, which must be the one in their example, 7,100. So maybe we will go ahead and file if we... Hi, okay, thanks, bye. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Yeah. Oh, Roca Cabana. That's hilarious, Gold Neva. So if we get to the point of actually filing, I guess we'll file for 8,000. Although by the time we get, so the block with the 7,100 doesn't start till here, by which time we're going to be on descent. So, but we need to be for this block to know that we're safe. We got to be above 6,500. So we're going to file for 8,000. We're going to plan for 8,000. And then whether or not we file, we'll see when we get there. So then let's see, what's the next thing to, if we go back to here, VOR, right? When we get there, we're going to be doing a VOR DME approach, meaning that there's not an assigned runway. It's just an approach to the airport. Sydney Kenson von Eisty, as I live and breathe. Welcome on in, and meow. Good to see you. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well. I hope you and yours over there on the continent are all healthy, well, and happy. And it's a pleasure to see you. So it's the VORA approach. We could even come in here. Let's see if we go back to here. We could go ahead and load up that approach in the GPS. We go to procedures and approach for Saratoga. Oh, wait. Did that not? Why did it not? Oh, no. It's so, yes, I clicked on the wrong box. And somewhere here there should be VOR DME LNAV. Did they combine them? I thought there was just a plain old VOR DME A, but apparently it's been combined with, well, it's not like it happened recently because this database is 1.5 years old, but okay, whatever. I guess I just didn't notice that it was also LNAV, but or maybe that's, no, I was going to say maybe all VOR approaches are by definition LNAV because they're lateral. Not going to get myself and are we going to, so where are we going to take this from? Am I going to pick it up at CAM? Let me go, I'm just going to take a quick look back at the chart without CAM. Wait, is that CAM? No, that's Claremont. That's an MDB. No, that's Con. Where the heck is CAM? Oh, I think maybe if I type it in, it'll find it for me. No, that can't be right. CAM is 90 miles away. So I don't see how that could be a. We'll leave it set to vectors for now. Okay. Well, let's see. Cold Debo, I hope you're talking about your weather, not my weather. I haven't even looked at what the winds aloft are. But that's okay. Let me take that out. Okay, and I will rejoin you in the airplane. Okay, sorry, I was distracted by the chart there. So now if we go to our flight plan, oh, I didn't activate it. Not activate. I didn't load it. So procedures. Oh, I didn't load it, so it went away. Okay. Once more with feeling. VORDMEA. Load approach. Yes. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, so now it's appended to the end of our flight plan, and it will just hang out down there until we activate it once we get closer to Saratoga. Alrighty then. What else do we need to do before we take off? We've looked at the winds, the weather overall. Still nobody on Boston approach. Hour and 20 minutes into the stream. Oh, hour and 10 because I started late. But, Cole Nebo, thank you for the 100 bits. That's absolutely delightful. Thank you so much. Let's just go ahead and get the airplane flying. And it is a 90-mile trip, so that's, I'm sure, going to be plenty of time to learn everything we need to know, starting from nothing, about VOR approaches and circle to land procedures. At any rate, it should make for entertaining content. Let me just get my chart back to a convenient thing over there, and then we can get this going. Let's see. Engine's still running. We've already burned a gallon out of the right side there while I prattled on about stuff. So we'll go ahead and switch to the left. It's almost to the bottom of the hour anyway, so that's fine. Dragon, if you're still here, thank you for your patience. Oh, there you are on the tarmac. Hi, Dragon. I guess at this point we would have called Boston Center on VATSIM for our clearance. So I don't even remember, is Laconia towered or untowered? And why doesn't it would be nice if let's take a peep at the VFR chart for the. Why can I never find the VFR charts? Oh, there they are. Not towered. That jives with my memory from last week. So in this case, we would probably, we're pretty close to Bradley. Is that what this is down here? Oh no, Albany. We're just oh no. Oh wait, whoa. That's Saratoga. Laconia. Over here. Oh, and I've forgotten everything that I know about VFR charts. No, the star on top does not mean towered. The star on top on a VFR chart means there's fuel. Isn't that right? I think so. So I think Laconia also not towered. Yeah, because there's a CTF frequency and nothing else. So neither of these airports is towered. And so if in real life, departing Laconia, we would probably be Boston approach. I mean, we could look at the chart, but there's not going to be anybody there in VATSIM to call. But at any rate, if we were doing if Boston Center were on, we would be calling Boston Center, and just with the flight plan that we'd filed, which that would be Boston Center Mooney 8080 Alpha IFR to Saratoga, and then they would call back and they would probably give us a takeoff clearance that would jive with the ODP, and then if we tell them we're ready, they would give us a release for departure. So that's where we will pretend we are, as we've been released for departure, and so we could do our CTAF calls and get underway here. Before we get rolling, are you hearing engines, or particularly if I go outside? Oh, so I hear them if we go outside. When I Yes, thank you, soundtrack. Think what would Sim Caesar do? Well, now, in fairness, Gold Nebo, if I were Sim Caesar, rather than taking the 90 miles of the flight to learn everything there is to learn about VOR approaches and circle to land procedures, I would probably wait until we're much, much closer to the destination before starting that. But seeing no feedback in the chat about engine sounds, I'm going to assume that they're loud enough for y'all when we're inside the plane here. I can barely hear them. I might actually have to turn that up in my ear a little bit, because it is helpful to at least be able to tell that they're running. There we go. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah. So that's good for me. Let me know if it's good for you. Alrighty. So before taxi checklist, radio's set and preset. Oh, well, that would be good. Like I could have looked at the approach plate for Laconia. Let me get back to. So let's come back over here. I'm sorry if this is boring. I'm not the least bit bored. But yeah, so let's see. So Laconia. I just had a complete blank. I just completely lost whatever thought was inside my precious little head. Thanks for the giveaway reminder there. Oh, that's right. So yes, that's we were gonna. Now I remember. I wanted to know what. I wanted to take a look at the approach plate for Saratoga, and so that's presumably going to be down here with. Yes, you see on this. So this is not. It's not combined with the. There's an RNAV. There's two RNAVs. So well, okay. Let's just look here. Here we go. So here is our VOR DME approach for when we get to Saratoga. Make that easier for y'all to see. And so the VOR is on 115.0. That's the main thing we were looking for. But we should probably take at least a preliminary glance here. Gila, or perhaps Gila, is going to be our initial approach fix. And it looks like we're going to enter this with a procedure turn. Is that all this is new to me. So anybody in chat who wants to be helpful, yeah, Sydney, it's we think we've narrowed it down to the graphics card overheating because it's so horribly stressed, and because the sound is running through the GPU. And there was a trick I could use to bypass that, but somehow that trick disappeared and the static came back. But there's a new gaming desktop on its way with a big, beefy graphics card in it. So we're hoping that that's going to relieve that static. And so all I can offer you for this week is... yes, soundtrack. All I can offer for this week is my apologies. So I think I figured out this when I saw it on the first couple times I saw this on an approach plate. It remained a mystery to me, but I am pretty sure that when I see this angled indication here, because this is our Gila or Gila, this is the same point in space. The fact that we're passing it in this direction at one point and then in this direction subsequently leads me to believe that it's because we're going to be doing this turn. And so we're going to arrive at Gila now I'm confused. The first altitude on here is 3,800. So I think it seems there's not an altitude for when we first arrive there, but by the time we get back there on our way in, uh, we can be down to 2,500. And although the fact that, yeah, so I'm not sure what to make about that. So, okay, so wait, this is our, oh, this is what that transition from Cam is about. Cambridge at 3,800. Oh, so this the, oh, Cam, and so Cam is it, so these the, is it, I hope you enjoy, sorry about that static. I'm really, oh, yikes. Uh, um, Dashed line is the hold after missed. Dashed line. You mean this dashed line? Um, you're saying this dashed line is only for holding after missed? I get that the missed turns around and comes back this way. Um, okay, right. So yes, okay. Thank you, and yes, so I now understand that we're not passing Gila here where it's written, and then turning around and coming back, because this is actually Cam, and Cam is 27 miles away. That's not what it looked like on the chart to me. So now, I mean, so let's go back and look at the, not that, this. So, oh, again, it's because I was looking at the chart backwards. So we do, so when I added Cam to the plan here. Wait, is that the, there it is. It's not. I added this to the chart here while y'all weren't able to see the chart, but I thought this was Laconia, and then it was like 90 miles over here to Saratoga, and that made no sense to me at all. But this is now making excellent sense now that I am no longer turned around 180 degrees. So that to me now jives quite nicely with this. So we're going to cross the Cam VOR and 3,800 from Cam to Gila or Gila. But now I'm back to having no understanding of why this is an angle. So we're flying 293 and then at some point returning to 113. That's for the mist over there. Gila. Oh, it's the 293 radial off of Gila to Gila. No, it's the 293 radial off of Cam to Gila, and Gila, so Wamsa is right there. So I guess I'm not seeing where Gila is depicted up. Oh wait, it's a. Oh, we're gonna overfly. Okay, so this is not only about the mist. We are gonna depart Gila and fly the 293 radial to. We're gonna depart Cam and fly the 293 radial. We're gonna overfly the field to Cam. At which point we are gonna turn around, and so this is again confusing me that oh damn to Gila 3,800. Then we're gonna there's another Gila at we have a new follower. Brown over blue high. The little dotted lines are the mist. Solid lines are the approach. Okay. So, oh, and this is 113. So we're coming from here, overflying the field, because we're going to Gila. And then at some point out here, we must be turning around, because then we're flying the 113 from 3,800 back to, you know what? I bet there's probably a simple explanation of this. The Boston, the barb says when you start your procedure turn. The barb, this barb. I see. Hello, Barb. It's nice to meet you. I've always thought that the only appropriate response to the question, may I be frank, is yes, if I may be Barb. But all while descending to 2,500. But it did just occur to me that the nice folks at BVA would never leave me hanging trying to sort out the mysteries of this chart without saying something helpful. And in fact, they have done just that. So yeah, I should have known that. I think like a missed approach or a yes. So it's the angled barb indicates a procedure turn. So that's an important thing that I learned today. Thank you for coming along as we struggle through reading approach plates. Mwet. Hi. Nothing like the relaxing sound of seagulls by the seashore. Good to see you, Mwet. Welcome on in. So let's see. So I'm just going to follow along with me, ladies and gentlemen, and all gentle beings. This approach is an example of an approach that's not aligned with a specific runway, and only the minimums are only circling minimums. Then there's the half arrow symbol jutting out from the final approach course instead of a holding pattern for the course reversal. Okay, so good to know. If I see this barb, then it's not going to be like a hold in lieu of procedure turn. Excellent. So they may not vector me onto final instead. So yeah, if we're doing this as a full approach, then we'll need to take it from the CAM VOR or from the Gila intersection. But let's see, we're coming from flight plan. And so we're going to initiate this at CAM. Looking at the procedures, there's not a no procedure turn because we actually have to fly this procedure turn. And I think it's because there's terrain near this airport that we're going through all these changes. 3,800 till back on the 293 radial flying 113. On this at 3,800, let's see. On this at 3,800 to Gila, and then we're going to do our procedure turn. So, right, I think so. Don't go further than 10 miles. Presumably that's 10 miles from the airport, because it's 27 from CAM to the field. So I'm not sure how I measure 10 miles off of what. Okay, so there's an open question. But remain at 3,800 until I have made the turn within 10 miles. And then once I'm on the 113 flying back inbound, then I can descend to 2,500. I think that's what you're saying there. Procedure turn at or above 5,200? Where am I missing the 5,200? Or did you mean 2,500? Procedure turn. No, you meant 5,200. Oh, it's the MSA. Oh, in the circle. Oh, right. 5,200 to the south and east, 3,300 if you're in the to these three quadrants. I see 5,200, and then 3,300 within the northwest quadrant off the VOR, but specifically remain 300 until the turn, and then descend on down. Wow. So, yeah, so maybe it's best we did take a peek at this before actually flying. So sorry about that, but but it is what it is. Okay. Uh, Alrighty. So I think I know what I'm doing there. Uh, let's before I forget, let's pop back into the airplane and into come on, hello. There we go. And back into here and procedure and this one and do tell it that because we're not expecting vectors. Oh, now we can take it from Gila or from Cam. No, but because we're coming from the southeast, we are going to take it from Cam. Okay, excellent. So let's load that and then go back here. So Cam, and what does it tell us? Now this says Cam at 3,800, and then Gila at 3,400. Oops, come on, stop doing that to me. No. Why does it have to make this so difficult? That won't do it. Come on. Oh, that was where I wanted it. Okay. This is saying Cam 3,800, Gila procedure turn at 3,800, Gila 2,500. Then WAMSA, does it not have a, it doesn't have a, oh, well, okay, 2,000 feet. Interesting. Oh, at 1,500. What's it saying on the chart about that? WAMSA, so WAMSA's 23.3 DME from the VOR. Circling minimum's 1,260. I wish it would stop resetting itself like that. WAMSA. And then is this the... No, then this is the mist down here, which takes you back to Hilla and the hold. Well, okay. It's in there waiting for us, and we'll leave enough of that a mystery so that we'll have some excitement when we get to Saratoga. I've been to Saratoga, and trust me, we're not going to find any other form of excitement there. So that's fine. Oh, and the VOR there, 115.0. We can go ahead and have that. Oh, why, look, it's already standing by from last Thursday when we took a look at this flight. And we're on Unicom, which is where we would be. Needs to be completed within 10 DME of Gila. And Gila, so how do I know where Gila is? Oh, I know that Gila is the hills are alive with the sound of mystics, with songs they've sung for 1,000 years. All right. Hi, mystics. Welcome in. Good to see you. Glad you survived another day of the old grind. Right. So it's 37 point. Right. So it's from Cam to Gila is 27.3. Yes. So as long as I remain, well, so 37.3 from Cam is going to be an arc way out here, some of which is, let's see, so if we swung, so Gila, so this is, well, let's say this is 10 from Gila, making it 37 from there. And so clearly if I was way off course down here at 37 DME from Cam, I would be much more than 10 miles from Gila. But as long as I am in the neighborhood, then 37 off Cam would tell me where that is. Is there any other way to know? No, I mean, so is Gila, I guess Gila is not a like a GPS waypoint. I mean, we're not flying a GPS procedure, but it would seem like convenient if it were a GPS waypoint. But start at 32 to be sure your turn's within the 10-mile radius, right? So 27, right. So yeah, 27 and another 5 would be around 32 to start the turn. Okay. Let's go back and just, before we get rolling, we'll take one more look, because I think yes, had I bothered to read the study materials before class, I would have seen that they explain all of this in excruciating detail. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, and all gentle beings, please join me in the delightful honor of welcoming to the chat the one, the only, Sim Caesar, who, my gosh, we've been at this for more than an hour and a half already, and I've only once mentioned that there's a very, very exciting event coming up this coming Sunday on the Sim Caesar channel. We are going to be having Sim Caesar's Peter Mooney's World Tour. Three big fly-alongs in Microsoft Flight Simulator, sponsored by Sim Caesar. Much fun will be had by all. Everyone's welcome. We don't do anything complicated like this IFR mess we're wading through today. We don't use any ATC, no VATSIM, no Pilot Edge. All you need to join is a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator. It can be the Steam version or the Microsoft Store version. It can be the Xbox version. In any of those three cases, it can be the standard edition, the deluxe edition, the premium deluxe edition. It doesn't matter. If you have a copy of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, you can join us for Sim Caesar's Peter Mooney's World Tour. And there are going to be 3 fabulous flights. I happen to know where they are, and I think you will find them very enjoyable, and I hope that you will be able to join us. And this coming Sunday, March 26th, the regular Sunday weekly fly-along is moving an hour earlier on the clock. So instead of the usual, for me, it's usually at 5 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be 4 p.m. instead. If you're on the West Coast, it's moving from 2 p.m. to 1 p.m. If you're in Europe, it's moving from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, from like midnight to 11 p.m. At any rate, hope we can see you there. Well, Sim, I can hook you up on Discord if you would like to do if you want to do the spiel as well, or if you prefer that I not promote your channel, just let me know, and I'll be happy to do that as well. As if I could ever not promote the Sim Caesar channel. That's crazy talk. Let's just go back to here. So welcome on in, Sim Caesar, and oh my gosh, oh, that's just drama. I thought something else had happened. Oh my goodness, something else did happen while I was while I was blathering. It's what's for dinner. And dinner is on the table because barbecue beef is here. And oh, how sweet it is. Sim Caesar gifting a subscription to Mustix. Thank you so much, Sim Caesar. That's absolutely delightful of you. So gosh, welcome on in, Sim Caesar. Welcome, barbecue beef. Fallen up, I'm pretty sure I said hi to you an hour ago. But for some reason, but I don't think I've said hi to P-Ball. Welcome on in, P-Ball. Always a pleasure to see you. Happy to have you here. And although I got to admit, I feel like we should try and get an airplane in the air because, oh my gosh, this is supposed to be a flight sim stream. So where were we before? Oh, well, right, that's right. We were. I was just noticing that, in fact, as I suspected, BVA told me everything that I need to know right here with helpful little. So this red segment is the cam to Gila segment that we talked about, and then flying out here. And hey, look, Jeffrey, they also recommend starting the turn about 5 miles past Gila, so that you don't exceed the 10 miles before getting yourself turned, before doing the hokey pokey and turning yourself around and coming back. All right, and then they go over these altitude requirements, which I'm pretty sure we sorted through on our own. So yeah, we'll keep that and all these other helpful charts and windows available as we go back here and get ourselves underway for this flight from, let's see. Oh, Keen Amateur. What's annoying? What's annoying you? Thanks. Oh no. Oh. I'm sorry to hear about that, Keen Amateur. And I got to tell you, I'm shocked, surprised, and delighted that so far it seems as if Sim Update 12 has not broken anything. But we're not in the air yet. We're supposed to have tried fixing. They were supposed to have done something about the wind, the ground, the near ground, the low level wind phenomenon. But let's see. Yeah, so I'm sorry that Xbox is having problems. Yeah, called Nebo. It wasn't so bad for me. I watched a little bit of Edson's stream, and it wouldn't start for him. He got the checking for updates forever, and people had to browbeat him into renaming his community folder. But once he renamed his community folder, which he said had about 900 items in it, it just went right through. So obviously that forever checking for updates is because it was checking each and every one of those 900 items in his community folder, because once they were gone, it just went right through. Had my fill, I'm a gigantic pelican. Hi, Captain Pelican. Welcome on in. Thank you for plunging your neck into the Peter Mooney channel. Happy to have you here as always. And right, so airborne before the update dropped. I'll do it. Oh, good for you, people. Right. Yeah. So far so good on the update. So I think we are actually ready to taxi. The only thing remaining between us and taxiing is that I have received a call from Mother Nature, and when I ignore her calls, bad things happen. So I'm going to take that call, and in the meantime, I think it's been 4 months, and I think I've used this once, which is why I can't find it, but I will be right back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, I now feel like I can fly an airplane for an hour, which was not the case a short time ago. So, did I miss anything? Let's see about that with the thing. Held your seat and plan, and yeah, I don't think so. As Soundtrack has reminded you, if you have not gotten a ticket for the giveaway, you got a ticket! Exclamation point ticket in the chat. We're giving away not one but two subs today to the Peter Mooney channel. One courtesy of the Peter Mooney channel, the other courtesy of our friend Jeffrey B, who has donated a subscription. And I'm just going to take a quick peek to see how things are going, and only 12 people. There's 44 people here, and only now 13 of you have gotten a ticket to the giveaway. That's I don't know why people don't want free stuff, but there it is. So get yourself a ticket to the giveaway, or don't. No pressure. No one's being persuaded into house. Thank you for coming on in, house. And every time you come in, I get reminded of how much I really like Dolly Parton. So thanks for the reminder, and a delight to see you. Welcome to the stream. Are we ready? Are you ready? I know you're ready. The question is, am I ready? No, I don't think I've done. So we were ready to do the before taxi check. That's where we went off the rails looking at the chart, because the first thing on the before taxi is to set the radios, and for the frequency for the CAM VOR, I needed the approach plate, and the approach plate reminded me that I hadn't looked at the approach plate. So the radios are now set. But then the next thing to check is going to be, if I can get myself back in here. Right, so the HSI. So the barometer is set, but the HSI, I know for the ODP, we were going to fly the 26 something on the way out of here. Anybody remember at all what we were going to... I can sneak a quick peek over here without dragging you all along with me. I know our outbound course is going to be 263, but the ODP said we need to fly departure procedures. Only 264. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't just willy-nilly dial in 263 over here, because what we actually need is 264. Sorry. So 27, that's going to be 26. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, 264. Lovely. But our runway heading is, or rather our that's, you know what, yeah, so what I should do here, because our on course is going to be 263, we'll put that on 263, and then we can put this on 264. There we go. Oh, I love precision. Anal retentive obsessive compulsive much, Mooney? Let's see. All right. So now, okay, let me get my view back to where I want to be on that. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to doing a flight with Navigraph instead of SkyVector. Hopefully we'll do that Thursday. Let's see. What's Oh, Mystics. Yeah, I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs to do karaoke. Yeah, 4,000 foot descent, rule of 3, 12 plus 3, 15 miles. We're fine. Okay, good. Cruise is 8,000. Yes. Alrighty. Good. 3,800, plenty of time. Yes. Okay. All right. Again, sorry about the static. It usually doesn't last long. Yeah, okay. There it went on its way. Okay, I think I'm finally ready. We're still, it would be 2 hours into the stream, except I started 10 minutes late, so I'm still under 2 hours in getting underway. So we will pretend we are making our CTAF call Laconia traffic, Mooney 8080 Alpha, taxi from the ramp to 26, departing to the west, Laconia. Okie dokie then. Oh, and so, yeah, we did our, oh, yeah, we never finished our before taxi check. So we got the instrument set. CDI bugged up. Lights. Yes, it's time for lights. Let's have landing and taxi and nav and recognition. We'll save the strobes for when we get to the runway. Let's see. Parking brake off. Is that? There we go. Good. Parking brake off. We'll check the brakes and then we'll get underway here. So let's see. We a little forward motion there. A right brake and a left brake. Good. The brakes are working. Then all we have to do is figure out where the heck runway 26 is. And I have no idea. Maybe we'll brake for a moment there and... is this cheating? I don't know. I kind of feel like that's... Oh, no, that's 8 over that way, is it? So it is. Which would make 26 over here somewhere. We're just going to take on faith that that's a 26. Yep, that sure looks like a 26 to me. Dragon, or are you still here, or did I bore you to death? Oh, Dragon, you're right here. Okay. Well, I think I know which way we're going. So let's go there. Whee! So who else is home from work other than Mustix? And how did your day go? And house? Are you? Let's see. 5 or 3 days. Are you working? Did you work early today, or is it still before work for you? Oh, Chilly Willy. Hi. I don't think I said hello. And work from home. It's the best. I did a lot of years that were work from home, and actually for a while before that, I had a job that was only 5 miles from the house, and I thought that was sweet. And then for about 12 years, 12 or 13 years, I had a job that was 1.5 miles from the house. And I thought, nothing beats the 1.5 mile commute until it was still with that company. But I worked my way up to a job that was work from home. So even though I was only 1.5 miles from the office, and even though they maintained a cubicle for me, the job was a work from home job, and I did. So that was when I discovered the walk downstairs in your bunny slippers to the pants optional office commute, and that was definitely the best commute there ever was. Yeah. So that's hilarious. I missed some of the. Maybe if I was taxiing slower, the steering would be a little more cooperative, but 3 right to the ground speed. The Mooney say 150, 3%, and whoa, that's 9-2. Oop. First half okay. Second half less than okay. Let's slow it down just a little bit here, since we're getting kind of generally down to that end of the runway. Moet. Yes, I definitely do not stream freestyle. I'm obviously I could, but that's just a personal choice. I'm not. Not free balling on stream. No, commando, but not free. Speed. Whoa. Alt tab. Sydney, that's hilarious. Yes, the alt tab commute, even shorter than the walk downstairs in your bunny slippers to the pants free. office. Okay. Let me just stop at the line here before reading whatever the last thing was that came in there. So from, because we're going to make another CTAP call from here, or pretend to at any rate. The instrument cam, well, oh, yeah, there could be, the control cam, cam 2 could cause issues. Although, I mean, really, I don't, oh, well, yeah, no, there's plenty of belly to cover anything. Well, the belly might violate terms of service. Yeah. Okay. Uh, okay, thanks, Goldemo. I guess we're Laconia traffic, Mooney 8080 Alpha, taking runway 26, departing straight out to the west, Laconia. And there's nobody coming, so I think we just are going to go ahead and go. We're going to go ahead and say, oh, you know what? I tell you what, before we go ahead and go, we could do our before takeoff checklist. Things like, maybe drop in a notch of flaps there. Let's see. The strobes on, drop in a notch of flaps. We already did the trim. Mixture is still rich. We're going to get the fuel pump on. It shouldn't be on, but I don't trust my memory. So, yep, there's our fuel pump on. Instruments checked and set, all of that still fine. Switches is required, great. DG set. Chrono, let's go over here. Boom, boom. Oh, no, it's wrong one. This one and twice. There we go. And then this one. There's our clock running. Woohoo! Strobes are on. Now we can go. Ah. It's so easy to just forget when there's a checklist and when there's not. I mean, it's so easy to, in the moment when a checklist is to be performed, to forget that there's a checklist for this point in time. So there we are. Whew, all righty, let's go flying. Oh, goodness. Oh, sorry about the static. Yeah, it seems to be whenever there's a sound that's sustained and louder than just talking. Airspeed alive, 85. Let's pull it up a little bit. Hello, there we go. Oh, goodness. Are we going to get a positive rate? I did drop in flaps. I did. There's a positive rate. Let's get the gear up. Oh, all right. A little better. Okay. We're up to up to 500 and more or less on runway heading. I'll go ahead and bring the flaps up just because I don't want to forget about them later. Okay, after takeoff checks, flaps up, fuel pump can come off. What else? Oh yeah, double check our oil temp and pressure. So yeah, pressure has remained good. Temp has now come up to where we expected it to be. So at this point, it's just climb on up to 8,000 is the main order of business at this point, and do our best to stay more or less on heading. Let's try getting it trimmed out a little for something that seems reasonable. And we'll probably go ahead and get the autopilot. We don't need to climb that fast. Something around there, maybe? Come on. I'm not crazy about the fact that one click on the trim switch removes a lot more pressure than one would expect it to. So that's actually one of my favorite things about the Bravo, is that it does have a great big trim wheel, which allows for really fine adjustments. But then I forget that it's there, and so I keep clicking away at the switch, back and forth, add a little, take a little, add a little, take a little. So I guess another option would be just to go ahead and get the autopilot on and go to vertical speed. Yeah, that's enough hand flying, at least for now. Oh, particularly with my inability to trim this airplane out. What is going on today? So let's go autopilot on. Nav. We'll try nav and see if it tries to kill us. That's approach. Let's try nav. And it is trying to kill us. No, it's just that we deviated really far to the right of course, and it's going to make a sudden, steep correction. So while it's doing that, let's see if we can get vertical speed mode going. Tune it to around 1,000. Maybe. Oh, come on. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think that might be working. Let's see. Hey. Ooh. It's nice. Ah.
Wow! I feel good.
Okay. Oh yeah, I guess it's needing a little more wind correction than I was expecting to sort of stay on track. What does the GPS have to say about where we are on track? Yeah, good bit of crab there. To buy, we have crossed to buy. Alrighty. So we've got, oh my goodness, 106 nautical miles to Saratoga. I wonder how far we've got. Oh, I think something's happening. I recognize that siren. It's telling me that Siren is here. Welcome on in. Good to see you. And Fenrir is here. Welcome. Good to see you, Fenrir, as well. I probably have missed other things happening since taking off. So if I failed to say hi, I am terribly sorry. Let me just scroll back and see if I... Mustix, yes, absolutely. The original the original theme song from Emergency, one of my favorite shows. I had a huge crush on somebody who was a performer in that. Mariner Halley, I failed to say hello. Hi, welcome on in. It's good to see you. Sorry, I did not notice the moment you came in the door. I think I was probably in the takeoff roll at that point, or getting close to it. So great to have you here. Hi. And Sunjammer, welcome. Good to see you. And yeah, I think okay. I don't think I missed saying hi to anybody else. So welcome. We're on our way from Laconia to Saratoga. Pretty sure that's Laconia, Massachusetts to Saratoga, New York, if I'm not mistaken. I certainly could be. And we're going to cruise at 8,000, so we got 1,000 to go. And there's a lot of people in the sky today. Let's see what we got going on here. Raw vertigo. Interesting. Some other people over here who aren't with us. That's people who aren't with us. Drygon, are you here? Are you along? Fire Source is a familiar sounding name. Outlaw 1980. Whole group of folks over that away, all of them much higher than we are. Yeah, that's off to our left at this point. Yeah, that's Boston over there. Is what's going on. Or actually, maybe that's where Boston is. So Drygon, did I miss you, or are you here? Laconia's in New Hampshire, of course it is. I should have known that. Yes, in Siren gifting a subscription to Sunjammers. So, thank you so very much. That's really awesome. Yeah, I should have known Laconia is in New Hampshire, because I once I I once traveled through Laconia on my way to Bangor. Sorry, just I couldn't resist that one either. Um, oh, and look at us, we've completely busted our altitude. Somebody might have said something, but no. That's what I get for not paying attention. So we will just, it's a good thing we're VFR or approaching marginal VFR. Because if we were IFR, we would just have busted our altitude pretty seriously. But we were outside looking around, making sure there was no traffic. So, oh, the Laconia Airport bus just off Lake Winnie. Is Lake Winnie Winnipesaukee? Oh, yes, because oh no, it wasn't you. It was Kilo Zebra. Who was it? We landed at Laconia last Thursday, and somebody who was here lives in the area. I want to say maybe Kilo Zebra, but maybe not. Um, and they pointed out that the lake I very nearly crashed us into has a name. In case I wanted to know the name of the lake I drowned in, as opposed to having died in the fire from the crash, then the name of that lake was Winnipesaukee. Soundtrack, do you remember now? If it was it Kilo Zebra? I don't remember. Somebody knew their Laconia area lakes. Yeah, 10 years, very nice. I've visited a few times. My late husband and I lived in Boston for about 4 years back in the mid '80s, and we got up to New Hampshire every now and again. And yeah, it's gorgeous country up there. Uh, huh. All right. There's something mysterious happening in the chat, but I don't know that I need to know the answer to that mystery. So, Elwa Links. Hi, welcome on in. Good to have you in the chat. Welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. Thank you for chatting. Always happy to see a new name appear in the chat. Did Drygon, are you here? Did we ever? I never kind of saw you among the. There's Drygon. Hi. 1,000 above us in his super fancy V-tail Bonanza there, and a little too far away for me to be able to see his airplane. But let's take a quick look at. Oh, I guess I have to click over here before. Oh no, that's. There we go. Let's take a quick look at. Oh, isn't that pretty? My goodness. I did the wrong thing. Well, we'll see. I'll try that one more time because I didn't do what I meant to. Oh, Verna is Verna. Definitely quite a crab into this wind here. So how are we doing on? And 90 to go now. Oh, that's what I wanted to check from a moment before. Boston is not on, Mr. 26. Wish they were. It did occur to me. I could have gone ahead and prepared a flight plan so that, if somebody were to log on to Boston Center now, we could request picking up IFR at this point, since we're not that far off the departure. And they might say, yeah, they might say yes to picking up IFR and completing the flight, but they might also say yes to picking up IFR for the IFR number 9 wings flight. But I made my CTAF calls departing, but I should have done a third one. I should have done a third leaving the area call, and I didn't at that point. I didn't pretend to at that point because I'm not. I mean, I could have logged into VATSIM, and we could be doing this as a VFR flight on VATSIM and making our CTAF calls on VATSIM. It would be good practice. I could have done that. I'm lazy, and it didn't occur to me, so we didn't do that. What was I? Yes, the thing I wanted to check in here was, so on the map, it's giving me my distance to the destination. I'd rather know what my distance is to the CAM VOR, because that's where we have to the next time we have to do something, and it's not giving me that because I didn't put it in the flight plan. But if I come here and go to insert before and put the CAM VOR into the flight plan, then it will do that. So now, instead of our direct, okay, well, that's interesting that it's showing me that I'm direct to Saratoga, and then CAM, but in 85. So why does that? Okay, so I think if I go back in here, that's go here and then activate leg, LCI to CAM. There we go. So now that the little purple bracket is on this leg, now when I go back, I should be seeing LCI to CAM is 64 miles. Okay, and then Saratoga is after CAM. So that's now that it just looks a little more helpful to me in terms of what I want to see when I look in here. That's also interesting that it's now we're crabbing even more now because we need to correct to the left, because the way I had the flight plan entered in the GPS, it was doing direct from Laconia to Saratoga, which is up here, but the CAM VOR, where we're going first, is substantially further south. So when I inserted that into the plan, it shifted our magenta line to the south, and so now it's having to correct the plane even more into the wind against that. In fact, I bet it's not just that we should be looking outside to make sure we don't kill anybody, but I think that crab is probably going to make for an even more interesting one of these. Let's see if we got like that and that. And maybe if we only go a little bit over this way. No, you can't really see it from that angle. Well, you see it a little from that angle. Maybe if we look from the other side, I don't know. No, that's not what. Oh no, nope. I keep blowing it. Yeah, okay. We'll try that one more time. No. Oh dear Lord. Now what have I done? I don't know what that was. Okay. But what might be interesting is to take a look at it from here. No. What about from a little further away? No, not really. Well, yeah, no, because we don't get our. Oh well. Trust me, it's a big crab. What have I missed in enter direct CAM? You're still direct Saratoga. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, the direct too, but it's, I think what I did, can I pick up CAM VOR? That's a great question. We can take a look. It is already tuned. So, it's tuned. So if I go to what makes it show up on the, let's see, this should be slaved to that, but so if I switch to this, then I think that red flag's telling me that I'm not picking it up. Does that sound right? Oh, am I missing somebody's commute? Cool. Tune in one radio to cam and select it. In the DME display. So let's put this back where it was, just because I don't know what switching that at this point does to it. But in the DME, and is it not already in the no? So let's do that. Oh, it is. Wait, so yeah, 115 point nothing is already in there. And then this, let's see, wait, do I remember what's going on here? Let's see. Sorry for the, oh yeah, remote so remote is what slaves it over there. So the fact that these are blank tells me that we're not picking it up yet. That and the fact that we got that red flag over here when I switched the GPS over to the thing. Alrighty. Oh, Jeffrey had to go. Wait, no. Jeffrey's saying goodnight to Cold Nebo. The nightly commute. Oh, it's after 5. Cold Nebo. Have a safe drive home from work. Sorry that I missed you if you have already gone. Well, how's not so there's I'm not going to remember the names of them, but there's two types of VORs. One is like long range, and then the other is it's not called an airport VOR. It's not called a term. Is it a term? Oh, I think it's terminal VOR. So like a terminal VOR is a lower. I don't remember the name for. It's not lower frequency because it's on a specific frequency, but it's a lower powered signal. And those typically in the terminal and en route. Thank you, people. Words are hard. In the real amplitude. Thank you, Sydney Kinson von Eisty. Vocabulary is. I used to, I worked for some years as an editor, and words. I do put my faith in words, and so when they fail me, it's all the more painful. But yes, terminal area VORs have a lower amplitude, and so their signal tends to reach on average about 40 nautical miles, whereas en route VORs have a much higher amplitude and can be received from greater distances. In Microsoft Flight Simulator, terminal area VORs can be picked up exactly 40 miles from where they are located, not 39.9 miles. If you're at 39.9, you've already been receiving it for a tenth of a mile but didn't notice. And if you are at 40.1 miles, it will not come in. And you can draw a perfect circle on your map, and that will be true in any directions. That's how that works in the simulator. And then how far in the simulator, how far from the VOR you can pick up an en-route VOR, I'm not really sure. But I have picked them up from quite a distance in some cases. And so how far are we now from Saratoga? 48. So, I mean, we can keep an eye on when numbers appear over here on the DME. That will be our visual cue that we are picking up the VOR. Yes. Yes, indeed. And Fenrir is actually... oh, right. Yes, no, it is not Raleigh. It's Raleigh. Raleigh, indeed. And the airport RDU is for Raleigh Durham. One of the ways we Southerners can identify a Yankee who has come down here from the north is they tend to say Durham, and so Durham is a sure sign to a local that who they're talking to is not a local. So it's Raleigh Durham is how those go. Oh, with an R. Yeah, that's not trolly at all. That's just funny. Yeah. Yeah, how is it with the thicker accent? You see, Rowley, we went, carry, we carried him over to Rowley. Carried him over to Rowley. Yeah, something like that. Great farmers market in Raleigh, by the way, during the warmer months. Uh, and sounds like, so it sounds like trolley. Yeah, trolley minus the T. I thought that Mr. 26, I thought you were apologizing if it sounded trolly of you to answer the question, how do you pronounce Raleigh? I thought your answer was with an R, which would be a little bit trolly. So I can't speak, and apparently I can't read today, and I do apologize for all of that. Named, presumably, house you presume correctly, named after Sir Walter Raleigh. Absolutely. Dragon, have you gotten any closer? I wouldn't know because I've turned the name tags off. But you were over here last we saw you. Yeah, are you close enough to come in sight yet? No, and that's just the way the sim works for me. Is that there's a certain proximity in which other players appear, and too close and too far, I get the name tag, but no image of the plane. So looks like we still got a pretty substantial crab going on there. Group invitation. Barbecue Beef invited me to their group. Let's just see about that. Oh, goodness, I didn't realize that was going to do that. But we will just accept the group invitation. And we are not going to Content Manager now, thank you very much. But, what does that do for me, Barbecue Beef? Does that, I'm now part of a, okay. I guess that was just a weather change. Apparently, that didn't get fixed with the weather changes. I have just noticed something. In Boston, we have no Oz. No. Don't put yourself down like that, Mr. 26. I think you have a very nice Oz. Did I say that out loud? Oh my God. Noddenhooten? Raleigh Durham FBO once. They drove us in an old 6-door checker cab. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That FBO is, I don't know, it was about 15 years ago, I think. They tore it down and built a brand new one that was really nice when it was new, and I haven't been back there since it was brand new. But I think I was about to say something, but we should check on. Okay, 37 miles. We're still pretty much probably okay there. That's kind of pretty. And I see some hills. I see why we have a higher, why we're at 8,000 and not at 4,000. I was about to suggest something that has just gone right out of my head. Had something to do with not Boston and not Raleigh or Sir Walter Raleigh. What did I? Oh well, I guess if it was important, it will call back, right? So what's our distance now? 35 miles, and hey, looky there. There's the DME coming in. So, we're not, so what happens if I put, so we got nav2 down here. Let's see, or is this, so this must be com2 and nav2, right? So if we put 115 nothing into nav2 so that it's in both of them, then I think we can use, all right, there it came to life, and it is, that's saying it's left of course, but if we swing this around to the course we're actually on, then I think it's going to come in. And why was I thinking that having this on 2? Oh, right, because we're going to be flying it back in the opposite direction. So I think just for fun, I was going to have this on 070. What was this? So let's go back and look. So let's first of all just take a peep outside and make sure we're not about to kill anybody. And it looks like we're not. So then from there, let's go over to back to the approach plate. So we're going to be flying 293. We cross over, then we'll make our procedure turn and fly back in 113. So, okay, so 113. My idea, I think, was essentially to put this on 113 so that when we're flying inbound, this one should swing around to a 2 indication. So there's 1, 2, 1, 1. So that's 1, 1, 3 ought to be right about there. 293 on this one down here. So the GPS, this tells me that GPS is flying the plane, and I can mess around with this guy and not be changing the direction of the plane, which I don't want to do. But it's the 293 is what we're going to be flying as we approach the place. 293, right about there, which puts 113. Yep, that's close enough. And then that'll leave me the heading bug over to see what for the runway heading, I think is what I was about to say. Completely spaced out. Did you? That's what I started to say, and completely spaced out was the top of climb checklist. So, having missed that is why we've now burned 10 gallons out of the left tank in a very short amount of time because we're burning 16 gallons an hour instead of 12. So let's first things first. Let's get the fuel pump on and go down to the floor here and switch ourselves over to the right tank, and then we can come back up here and get the fuel pump off. And now we can come in here and do let's start with some leaning, because oh my god, 8,000 feet. So there we go. We want to be just a little rich of peak, and oh my god, it's a long way to peak. Okay, there's peak, and so a little bit rich of peak, and then we can start our way down over here to something around 19 and 19. That was kind of more sudden and dramatic than I generally like to approach these things. But I mean, the 20-ish neighborhood is going to give us good fuel economy, and yeah, there we go. So, well, 12.9, that's probably partly because of that crosswind. We're going to be burning a little more fuel. But, hey, boy, howdy, cruising along right a little over 170 indicated. What are we making? Ground track is, 142. It's not bad. It's not bad. And we're now only 23 miles from the VOR, and then the VOR is about 30 miles to the field, but it is not too early to be giving a little bit of thought to, and is that the entire top of climb checklist? I think it is. No, it's not, because we still have our landing and taxi lights on. Those can come off. And the fuel pump is still. We didn't do the top of climb checklist, so the fuel pump was still on, and I turned it off to switch tanks. Okay, you learn something new every flight, right? So, but now we can, in fact, turn the fuel pump off. Ah, that's a much quieter without that noisy fuel pump on. As I was about to say, you want to remain ahead of the airplane. So, yeah, if only soundtrack, wouldn't that be nice? Do the mess around. I don't have the mess around. I have the I feel good. Do I have anything else that's appropriate to the? Well, as far as failing to do the top of climb checklist. Okay, enough of that. But where's your okay? All right. I think I'm caught up on what's in the chat. There's the static again. If you're anywhere near as tired of that mess as I am, I deeply apologize. I think what I was about to say about getting out in front of the airplane is that we really do want to think about flying this approach and how it's going to work. And in particular, it's a circle to land, and in order to decide what runway to circle to, we need to know what the weather is reported to be at Laconia. So let's go back over to here and where we got our METAR for leaving. I just said Laconia. I meant Saratoga. So let's go back in here and do a METAR 52 Bravo. Is that I have a mental block against the code for this airport. Greenville Seaplane Base. That doesn't sound like where we're going. 5 Bravo 2. Maybe that's it. Or maybe we could just fly somewhere else. Saratoga County. That looks a little more like what we're looking for. And this is not what I was expecting. Well, it's not an official METAR, but it is telling us winds are at 10, coming from the west. But this is only showing us one runway, and there's more than one. So let's go back here and see if we can get an actual. Where is my? That's AirNav. Why is it not coming up on the usual? Well, fine, whatever. What do we got? We got 260 at 10. So let's. We also don't get an airport diagram for. But I thought, yeah. So there's crossing runways here. So we got 5 and 2-3, 1-4, and 3-2. So they're both the 5-2-3 is a little longer, and 2-3 is only 3 degrees off from the wind, where 3-2 is a lot further. So let's plan on landing 2-3 when we get to Saratoga. So where does that leave us? Raw METAR further down. Was there one? I mean, there usually is, but sometimes it just gets. I mean, it's usually the first thing that pops up, but AirNav, Airport View, FlightAware, Checks WX. Yeah, I'm just not seeing the. Oh, yeah, there's the aviationweathercenter.gov. Perfect. I do like checking those to. Oh, but that's for KRIV. Wait a minute. I'm, I just went to, if I go to actually go, okay. So that's always also an option, is just to actually go to Aviation Weather Center. And is this where the, put in 5, Bravo 2, no METAR found. So that would be why it didn't come up in the list. I guess they don't do it for there. SkyVector, if there is anything, will. Oh, let's see. No, that's right. Yeah. So if there were a reporter here, I think I have my layer turned on for weather. Yeah, I have the applicable ones. So yeah, there's not a METAR for there. Nearest one looks like it's here at Schenectady. I get to say the word Schenectady again. It's been a few weeks since I could say Schenectady. And Schenectady is reporting what? It's too small to see. 212. Oh, no, that's the time. 270 at 10. So, yeah, it looks like whoever that was reporting the 260 at 10 was probably not too far off. So that's fine. All right. So back into the airplane. And let's see what's gone horribly wrong while we were away for so long. Well, we're only 9 miles from the VOR now, so it's probably time to get ourselves refamiliarized with that approach plate. I got to put these two where they're easier to switch back and forth between. So there's 2-3, that 4,700 foot runway. That's looking not too terribly bad. We're going to fly. We're going to cross cam. I don't think we're going to start our descent. Oh, wait, did it tell us? So there's 5. We can be down at 5,200, right, when we cross cam. So I think we probably will go ahead and start a nice gentle descent once we're done looking here. Cross cam, we're going to be at 5,200. Then when we get to Gila or Gila, we can be at 3,800, fly another 5 miles that way, do our turn to get us headed back in, down to 2,500 when we come back across Gila. And then from there on, we can go proceed on down to Wamsa. We can get down to 1,260 at Wamsa. And then hopefully we'll have the field in sight by then. If not, the mist is a climbing right turn to 3,000 and back to the cam VOR. Looks like rinse and repeat if we have to go mist. Okay, so that's that. And then what's actually happening in the airplane? Let's go ahead and get ourselves back over to, I'm trying to think where both of us can best see this. We switch this over to vertical speed. Come on. There we go. Hopefully. Just start a nice gentle 500 foot a minute down and see what that gets us. Oh, well, you know what? Now we're only 4 miles from cam. Let's head on down. Now that's giving us a... So, you know, Sim Caesar is so enamored of his banana that one has to wonder, oh, okay, so that's... So at 1,000 feet a minute down, the banana gets closer, but it's... so is that... That's showing... The banana is the point where I'm going to reach the next altitude that's entered in the GPS, right? Wait, oh, did I say something untoward? I certainly didn't mean better. Oh, house off Monday and Tuesday. Good to know. Oh, so you and Geneva have the same schedule. Unless, of course, it turns out that you are Geneva. I can't think that I've ever seen the two of you in the same room. So now I'm even a little more worried about this. What the heck is that? That's a turn. Oh, that's the mist. That's going to be the mist if we have to go around and come back. Let's zoom out a little bit here. How are we doing on... Oh, this. So, for some reason, why are you turning? Okay, yep, you're turning because we're going to head that way to the 293. That's what it should be doing. But I guess the thing I don't know is if I put it in, sometimes a banana is just a banana. That's great. So we're picking up the approach from cam. So I would think that I could, at least once we're over cam, I would think I could go ahead and activate the approach in the GPS, yes? But then my question becomes, whether or not there's vertical track. I mean, I know there are altitudes entered on the yeah, because it won't stay in vertical speed mode, and I don't know if that's because. Okay, well I'm gonna let that be as it is for the moment until we've passed cam. Oh wait, you see we have passed cam. So yeah, I'm gonna actually go ahead and go back in here and go to the approach and just click activate. No, don't activate. Did I not? Wait. Thought I. No, I definitely. Huh. Oh, just activate approach. Duh. I didn't see the activate vectors to final there. Okay, great. So yeah, this looks like it's going to fly us to Gila, and then out here to. I wish I could see better. Oh, that's so. Oh, okay. Not as far along as I thought it was. You would think, yeah, it's just impossible to see with this white-on-white chart, which is a pity. But it's going to do some kind of turnout there, and then bring us back to WAMSA. Okay, well, we're gonna see what this does. Why are we turning right? Something's definitely not right here. Hang on. Hold the phone. Let's get this back to showing us. It's what the? So this is not right. Raid? We're getting a raid from 10 minutes until landing. Welcome, Raiders. Happy to have you here. Welcome on in. 10 minutes until landing. Oh my gosh, coming in with 40 viewers. That's awesome. 10 minutes till landing. I am embarrassed to admit. Ooh. Dubai Controller, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. 10 minutes until landing. I think I am probably not a follower, but I am certainly about to become one. And GT Global fly. Words are hard. GT Global Flyer. Thank you for the follow and welcome on in. So yeah, am I following? What's happening here on the? It's turning us around again. What is it? I will finish that sentence in a moment. I just want to see what this thing is going to do to us next, because I sure have no idea why it did that. Was it? Was it? No, it wasn't a descending turn because we don't have a vertical track. We are down to. Oh, but we're down to 5,900, which is where we wanted to be. So maybe we do have vertical track, and it did that. We're definitely on the approach now, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on approach mode. Is that what I'm going to do? And see if it tries to see if that causes it to try to kill us more quickly. Okay, but while we wait to see if that's going to kill us more quickly, 10 minutes until landing. There you are. Am I following you? I don't know. I think I'm not, but no, it's not showing me there. But it will let me go over here and. Da, 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 da. There we go. Oh, you're still live. I don't know if you knew 10 minutes to landing, but you haven't hit your stop screaming button. But I was not following, but I am now following. I look forward to seeing a stream of yours in the future. Hey, Captain HMW, welcome on into you, and thank you for subscribing. Mars, welcome, and yeah, I love Wicked too. I don't normally I normally just have my hair on when I'm streaming and not a hat, but today was a day that a hat was required. It just wasn't time to do anything about the hair. Yeah, it was this or my bright red baseball cap that says "Make Racists Afraid Again" on the front, and I decided that one would probably be too inflammatory to wear on the stream, so I didn't. And now, oh great, now I can't get my, there we go. So again, so thanks for the raid. Welcome on in, raiders. We're on the VOR DME alpha approach into Saratoga Springs. Is that right? Springs? Let me, yeah, Saratoga Springs in New York, not just plain Saratoga, New York. And it's my first time flying a VOR DME approach ever. I'm in the process of learning IFR flight procedures, and I'm doing the Boston VATSIM group's Wings Over New England challenge flight program. And we are not, this is kind of a practice run because Boston Center was not online today for us to like actually try to pass. This is the IFR number 9 flight in their program, but because I had never done I'd never flown an ODP, which our departure from Laconia, New Hampshire required, and that went okay because there was really not much to it except minimum altitudes to clear by, at certain climb gradients. And then it's the arrival into Saratoga Springs as a VOR DME with a circle to land, and never flown one of those before either. So we're shouldn't tell him what? Oh, Club TK, welcome on in. I think I have probably missed a bunch of other stuff. So we're just now, right, we're coming back to the CAM VOR, which means we got 27 miles to go. We'll fly over the field, and at 27 miles we should be over the Gila or Gila intersection, at which point we do a procedure turn back to the 113 radial, descending all the while, then to land. So to land on 26 is not going to be much of a circle because we will be flying in on a heading of 293. So we're essentially we'll be close enough to straight in, to my mind, to call it a straight in approach. We'll sidestep a little bit to the left once we have the field in sight to get ourselves lined up with the runway. So at any rate, that's the plan. No twilight today. Hey, Commander Space Dog, hi. Welcome on in. Good to see you. And I thought I did. Oh yeah, 3,800 for the procedure turn. Thanks, Jeffrey. We should be doing that now. I was playing wait and see, just to see if it was going to pick up vertical track, which it didn't. But yeah, we need to be heading on down at quite a good clip now. Thank you for the reminder. Position of the VOR on the charts is not to scale. Right. Okay. Yes. Right. But I do still have. Okay. So we're 14 miles now to. Oh wait, no, that's 14. I'm counting up. Is that right? 7, 8. Right. Okay. So yeah, we are halfway to Gila, and then 5 past Gila. So when this gets up to 32 is when we're gonna do the procedure turn, or when we're gonna see if the autopilot is gonna do the procedure turn. And I guess I just have to ride this vertical speed. I'm still very challenged with figuring out what the deal is between the Honeycomb Bravo quadrant autopilot controls and the autopilot that's in the Mooney. But we will see about that, and we'll see if we can't keep it to. So we're on our way down to 3,800. And or we were okay. Oh gosh, Blue Echo is here. Yeah, I remember you following too. That's really weird. Somehow something must have unfollowed you. Nope. Sometimes, nope. sometimes this this little king box here will, what's going to happen if we... I have also had at times disastrous results mixing, having once used the knobs on the Bravo to interact with the autopilot, then switching to trying to use these has on occasion proved disastrous. But let's try 3800 in there. Oh, and now capture, it's supposed to tell me something about what's going on there, but now I know for a fact that, wait, what? So this is now not, oh, okay. Yeah. It may be that we just have to hand fly the rest of this approach, because how far are we from now? Okay, so 21, 22, so we still got about 9 miles before we needed to make the turn. And I do want to be down at 3,800. So are you going to stay captured this time long enough for me to... Okay, so it's out of capture. Oh, good. So it's out of capture mode now. And maybe going to let me set a rate? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? I think maybe it is. And 3,800 is not far away, so we don't need to be coming down that fast. Uh-huh. Okay. There we go. So there's our 3,800, which, we're a little early, but we're fine. And let's see. And so we're still on the 293, right? That's all centered up and looking nice. Now I would have expected, because let's see. So where are we in relation to the VOR? It's behind us. And so why am I not seeing from indications on these? Is it because, let's see, I've got my courses set to 293, which it is, and the VOR is behind us. Okay, so I don't get why this is showing 2, but it's, the airplane is doing its best to convince me that we are where we're supposed to be. And we're now how far from Gila? Only a half mile, so it's gonna be starting a turn here any moment. And once the turn starts, we can head on down to 250. And there it goes. Are you going to make the turn? No, it's going to go a little further before starting the turn. Well, that should also be fine. How are we doing out here? Weather's looking not all that bad, so Dragon, you still with us? Hey, oh. You've already landed. And there's the field right over there. Okay. Field in sight. That's good to know. I was going to say soundtrack. It just occurred to me that this might be, before it starts this turn, which it's about to start, might be a very good time to start the flight recorder. Are you proud of me? I remembered it all on my own. I think that's twice. Didn't I do that once before? About in 4 months of streaming? I think that's actually the second time I remembered to start the flight recorder. Clap indeed. I would go beyond that to say, oh, no, that's to say,
I got a bad feeling about
no, that's the wrong button. Well, so I do have a bad feeling about this approach, but about remembering the flight recorder.
Wow, I feel good.
Okay, so yes, some streamers who will remain nameless. I've missed a whole bunch of House 75. Can we look out the window? Yes. Once it starts to turn, wait until after you're back on course. Okay. Well, that's good to know. And now I have looked away long enough and been distracted enough that I have no idea what it's doing. Oh, well, we're at 32, and it made the turn without my even seeing it. But so, okay, so you're saying wait till we're back on course before starting the descent from 3,800 to 2,500. Okay. And yeah, this is clearly going to keep us within 10 miles, like the chart said, to stay within 10 miles. So we'll make the turn at 3,800. So then it's 2,500 down to WEMS, and then mins, we're category A, so mins of 1260, which should be 826 AGL, which reminds me, this would be a good time to bemoan the fact that there's no local altimeter. What did that funky website say? That funky who knows what it is website said that, sorry about that static, folks. We're hoping to clear it up. There's a new computer coming, and 30.28 according to the, oh no, no, oh. Did I mention there's a new computer coming? Hopefully in the next week or two. Well, when we started all this 3 hours ago, for the longest time, it looked as if there might not be any flying at all today. And in fact, the way that worked out was we did get to flying. And we got to, actually got to flying, this my first ever, we very nearly popped my VOR DME cherry. But, yeah, so we got to enjoy some flying. Frankly, while there was, while that approach as we flew, the part that we flew was a series of mistakes, and Jeffrey explaining to me what I was doing wrong, for which I'm very grateful. Nonetheless, nonetheless, my feeling is that we would have muddled through and landed safely, particularly given that the visibility was clear in a million. And I'm pretty sure if Boston Center had been on and we had actually filed and flown this route for the Wings program, we probably would have passed. I mean, that was going at least as well as IFR 8 went last Thursday, and we passed that. And there have been a couple of other of the IFR flights. Oh, Jeffrey, indeed. Wait a minute. I think I have one for that as well. Oh yes. So less than 100 feet a minute, please. That's right. Yeah, right, Blue Echo, which is why I don't have a landing rate calculator on here. House 75. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that very much. So, what are we going to do next? We certainly could certainly go ahead and do the giveaway. I don't know how long it's been since the last time the bot mentioned it, but what is going on with my, okay, oh, I know that's what I need to do. Oh, what's happening? Oh, House, thank you for some more bits. I appreciate that as well. Let's see. Oh, there's Spundot. Gosh, you're over in my activity feed where I look over there. House's cheers had, all had 40, 45, and then 15 respectively. What I guess is it's like a pulsing kidney or something that sort. And between those, my eye didn't even catch 100 bits in between those. Thank you so much, Spundot. I appreciate that a great deal. And I was just going to do a thing or two over here on the other computer. Siren, thank you for 200 bits. That's really great. I appreciate that a great deal. And I just wanted to go over here to the other computer and get something going over there, and then we will do the giveaway. That's that's what I had intended to say was, if you have not already entered the giveaway, by all means, type exclamation point ticket to enter. We're giving away 2 free subscriptions to the Peter Mooney channel, or if the winner is already a subscriber to the Peter Mooney channel, I will give the winner a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. Astro Singularity, I don't think I even said hi. I'm sorry. Must have gotten busy and distracted and not realized that you were here. Good to have you here. Welcome on in. And Blue Echo, I don't think I actually even said hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you to you. Texas Flyboy is here. Gosh, all the cool kids showing up at Pants deep in the heart of Texas. That's why perhaps they all wear chaps. Deep in the heart of Texas. All righty. Good to see you, Texas One Flyboy. Welcome on in. And PDM Pappy. Hi, welcome. Good to have you here, and glad to see you getting a ticket. We've got there are 49 people here, and only 26 of you have entered the giveaway. So currently, if you've gotten a ticket, you have a 1 in 26 chance of winning a free subscription. There are 4. Yes, Cold Nebo, but I'm always late. I am always late for the first clap and almost always come in on the second clap, which is why there are only 3 for me. And I will have to practice because I disappointed myself enough already on today's stream, let alone disappointing all of you with a crash to desktop. And now I have disappointed Cold Nebo with only 3 claps. We could repeat it. Because the lyrics, that's Gene Autry, and I guess if those lyrics are part of the traditional lyrics of Deep in the Heart of Texas, I never heard them. They may be just some alternate ones that Gene Autry came up with himself. But Gene Autry, what about Gene Autry? Cold Nebo. So, soundtrack, could you ban Cold Nebo, please? But I think let's see, I have to guess to do that one. I have to go over to this computer, and I think, let's see, if I do an @TE, will that give me, yes, that gives me the username, and then home, and replace the @ with an exclamation. I think I can trigger it this way, but yeah, so the lyrics, let me just think about no, yeah, I don't even know so Cold Nebo, I will practice Texas One welcome sound before Thursday so that I don't disappoint you again in future. But I will, oh wow, Elwa Links. Hi. Yours is a familiar name, and I'm happy to have you following. Thank you so much. So I will practice before Thursday. So we'll repeat it, and I'll try to get the claps right. But I also can't remember the first line of the lyrics. But catch the lyrics if you can, because I don't think they're part of the original, and they're hilarious. So we'll try it again. Here goes. No, that's Tesla Rules, which is not. If you're still here, hi Chevy. I added the wrong person. Oh, Texas One Flyboy, why are you not coming up on my? Oh, there you are. I see. I needed a down arrow. So there, Texas One Flyboy. Then home and delete. Change the @ to an exclamation. Okay, we'll try this one more time. It's the song are rough on pants. It's something about cactuses being rough on pants for the first box. But so it's okay. We'll try it again. So are tough on pants deep in the heart of Texas. That's why perhaps they all wear chaps. Deep in the heart of Texas. All right. Okay. So thank you, Cold Nebo. And again, I will rehearse so that next time I can really be on cue. I hope I'm not hand flying like on short final when he comes in and the song plays, because I'll just have to let go of the wheel and move on. But yeah, it's the cactus plants are tough on pants deep in the heart of Texas. That's why perhaps they all wear chaps deep in the heart of Texas. Is it just me? Is that part of the original lyrics, or did Gene Autry just cook those up on his own? I think he probably did. But none of that is here nor there, nor is any of that getting us a winner to the giveaway. Oh, so I was pitching the giveaway. We now have 27 out of 47 people entered in the giveaway. So for the 20 of you who are not entering, I realize maybe you're just lurking with the sound off, and that's perfectly fine. We encourage lurking here by all means. Dragon. So you already get, sorry I didn't get to land with you and get a family album photo. We'll have to try that again on Thursday. You know, the thing that changed in the environment shortly before the crash to desktop was launching the flight recorder. So I don't know. Maybe I should like close whatever other apps I don't actually need for the end of the flight before I open the flight recorder. I don't know. New computer will be here soon, and so hopefully that will solve many of our problems. What is exit? Yes, with exit without saving. Yes. All right. Okay. There's that. If the giveaway is about to close, we're actually giving away 2 free subscriptions today. If you're the winner, you will get a subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. If you're already subscribed to the Peter Mooney channel, I'll give you a subscription to any channel on Twitch that offers subscriptions. And so the channel is giving away one free subscription today. The other gift subscription is being hosted by our friend Jeffrey B. I deeply appreciate that, Jeffrey B. You're donating that sub. Kubex, hey, welcome on in. Yeah, but the buzzing, yeah, well, yes. So yes, I did notice that when I clicked, so the flight recorder app, I started, actually even before I started the stream, I kind of like get all the apps open before I even start streaming, and then they're just minimized until I need them. So yes, shortly after I hit start recording, the buzzing started, and again the buzzing seems to go along with the graphics card getting overstressed and overheated, and so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a relation there as well. So again, great big beefy graphics card coming soon. Not sure when. They said 20 business days, which could make it the end of March or even the first few days of April. So we'll just see. Yeah, House. I highly recommend them. It was highly irresponsible of me to get one. There's other stuff that money should have gone to, and that I will probably regret that decision down the road. But we will. It's Commander Space Dog. I decided not to go the extra $37,000 for the 4090. I read up as much as I could comparing the 4080 and 4090, and became convinced that given my setup and how I plan to use it, the difference between the 4080 and 4090 was nowhere near worth the price difference between the two cards. So I ended up getting the 4080. The sky is bright, I could fly all night if I had a yeah. See, Cold Debo, here's the thing. So as an experienced parody lyricist, I could school you ad nauseum on the importance of parody lyrics. It's not only matching the rhythm of the music, and preferably both the music and not even preferably. Not only do the parody lyrics need to match the rhythm of the music, they really also have to be truly successful, they have to match any patterns of stresses in the syllables. So if the parody lyric makes you say a word with the stress on the wrong syllable from how you would normally say the word. That's, you know. Yeah, the sky is bright. Now in the case of you could add a pickup eighth note for the I. So the melody is da 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 da. But you could add that eighth note pickup. So the sky is bright, I could fly. But it's that's not good. But fly all night. If I had a 4090 in Texas. Yeah, so that's like 7 syllables too many in that one. Okay. This is why you want to keep me flight simming, not discussing anything else, least of all music and or show tunes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm having far too much fun reading chat. There are still only 27 people in the giveaway, so I think that we should probably just go ahead and do that. And then, oh my gosh, time's a wasting too. It's only 40 minutes until, wait, what day is this? Tuesday. Oh my gosh, Tuesday in 40 minutes over on the Sim Caesar stream. It's Tea-Tail Tuesday, where I certainly am every Tuesday night, because as far as I'm concerned, there's no more fun and wonderful and delightful place to be on a Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. my time. So, without further ado, without any ado, to you and you and you, let's go ahead and do the giveaway. Let me go back over to this computer just 1 second. Sorry about that. We'll keep that okay. So there's that. And then, right. So, Stream Elements has been receiving tickets as people have entered the giveaway. There's a partial list of displays over here. So I have no control over this. The only options I have are to close the giveaway and then hit the button to pick a winner. I have no idea how it works. I assume it's random. There's no way that I know of to rig it. I don't have the smarts to hack into a computer system like that. So, 2 hours and 8 minutes. That seems weird because we started at 15 and now it's 18. Yeah, this has been going for 3 hours. I'm not sure why it says 2 hours, but I digress. So last chance, type exclamation point ticket if you would like to enter the giveaway. And we're going to close it up here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. As a dear friend of ours is fond of saying, the giveaway is over. So that is, oh, Mwet, come on. There's a lag. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's not a, okay. Yeah, sorry. Yes, practically the entire stream. No excuses. Oh, well, Jeffrey. Okay, wait. Whoa. Cold Nebo, are you already a subscriber? Because come on, Jeffrey. There's there's East Coast, there's Cold Nebo's here in the chat. You don't know if you're subscribed? Okay. Well, you are. Is Mwet subscribed? Oh, I'm almost certain Mwet is subscribed. Yeah, Mwet. So they're both already subscribers. I guess we could just give the 2 subscriptions for the day to Cold Nebo and Mwet to reward them for being too slack to type exclamation point ticket. So Jeffrey, were you joking, or do you really want me to just give that 1 sub to Cold Nebo? Just let me know. So we'll go ahead and draw 1 for sure, which is the gift sub from the channel, while we wait to hear from Jeffrey about whether or not he really wants to do the giveaway. Oh, give away your ticket, not give away. Oh, donate your ticket. Yes, absolutely. Well, so Cold Nebo, Jeffrey was paying attention and following instructions and got a ticket, but we all know that if he wins, he's just going to say, donate the subscription to someone else, and then we'll have to draw again. So Cold Nebo, I am going to follow Jeffrey's instructions, and if Jeffrey wins, then it will be up to Cold Nebo to decide what he wants to do with that win. So, with one further ado, let's pick the first winner. And that first winner is Howie Itzer. I don't have applause on here. How do I not have applause? Soundtrack? Thank you. How did I not put that on here? I don't know. So Howie Itzer, are you still here? And can I figure out which with the thing and a that and then a Howie Itzer and a Howie Itzer. Howie Itzer is not subscribed to the Peter Mooney channel, and so he is about to be, and now is a subscriber to the Peter Mooney channel. Yay! Congratulations, Howie Itzer. Welcome to the elite group of subscribers to the Peter Mooney channel. Okay, and so now, Commander Space Dog, fortunately, so far this week, no one has given me the clap. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put that on here. Although we probably won't be able to use it again because it has a cooldown, and Barbecue Beef had just spammed it. So now we're gonna miss that. But I think with another drum roll, we can now draw our second winner. So here we go. And that is Mustix. And I know Mustix is already a subscriber here on the Peter Mooney channel. So Mustix, you can either whisper me or DM me on Discord to let me know who you would like a subscription to, or if you want to just put it in the chat, you're welcome to just put it in the chat. Either way, I will take care of it. Mustix may have had to go run the dog. Oh, looks, no, that's House, and that's Barbecue Beef. Well, oh, okay, Barbecue Beef, if you like, I can, if let's see, if this is more appealing to you, we can certainly go that way. Oh, Mustix stepped out to get supper. All right, well, I will then, I will message Mustix right after the stream to let him know that he won and find out who he'd like a subscription to. So that means, oh my gosh, almost 6:30 my time. That means we just need to find somebody to go raid, and then I hope that I will see you all come. Okay, I'm not gonna read that out loud. Let's see who it's on. Oh, yeah, but they're not doing flight sim. I mean, it doesn't have to be flight sim, but there's. Shall we raid Porter? Sorry. Oh my gosh, Connie is streaming. I had no idea. Well, that's probably where what I would have on between now and when SimC cranks up in a half hour. So definitely that's who we will go visit. So thank you so much for participating in the stream, however you did today. Thank you so much for all the new follows. Thank you, 10 minutes until landing, for the raid. Thanks to our new subscribers. Mustix, oh, that's how I knew Mustix was definitely already subscribed, just because Sim Caesar gave him a sub not 2 hours ago. But also thanks to Siren for gifting a sub to Sunjammer. And then thank you for the bits cheers, House 75, Astro Singularity, Siren, more from House 75, and I think there was, Peeble, absolutely, thank you, Peeble, and Cold Nebo for cheering bits as well. And then, and Jeffrey actually resubbed. I kind of forgot that we had that at the beginning of the stream. Oh, and yeah, we started out the stream with Spundot resubscribing. Thanks again, Spundot, and as always, such a delight to see you and have you here. And then also at the beginning of the stream, Jumperman gifted a sub to Tesla Rules, and I absolutely appreciate that. So let's see if I can get over here for one of those, and then I think that's right. We're gonna give that a try. House, you're so welcome. Absolutely delightful. And yeah, that's going to get us heading in the right direction for Continuum. So I probably won't see you for any appreciable amount of chatting in the next half hour on Continuum stream, because I'm going to try and grab a bite of dinner before the Sim Caesar T-Tail Tuesday starts in a half hour. But I will hopefully see you somewhere along the way relatively soon. And with that, I will ask Louis to take it away and bid you adieu. We'll see you in 2 days on Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. I'll see you in 2 days on Thursday. Thursday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, 2000 Zulu. Until next Tuesday, when it'll be back to 2100 Zulu. Okay. See you then. Thanks again for being here today. Take care, and look forward to seeing you shortly. Bye.